Guys, what's up? Welcome back into the channel for what I hope you guys enjoy. I have never done a trailer react kind of thing here, and so I thought I'd give it a go. I kind of would like to do this before I start new games so that I can somewhat know what I'm getting into, which is so unlike me. Here's the deal, right? If you guys have been here for a while, you've probably heard me talk about it. I say a while, like this channel's been alive that long. But what I mean by that is I kind of allude to it in some other situations, and I've even spoke outright to it. I don't watch trailers. I even talked about this in Last of Us Part 1. I have gone this long with what I believe to be as limited spoilers as possible, as in I really don't know what this game is about at all. I didn't see the trailer when it came out, and I haven't seen or even heard what happens other than people either love it or they absolutely hate it. That being said, the people who have said that they love it, I think those are people closer around me, and so that does hold a little bit of weight with me. And I also, like, it's funny because seeing the reactions and y'all's comments on my videos, it's like the community overall seems to want me to play part 2. I was gonna play it either way, it didn't matter, regardless, because it's at the point where I need to figure out what happens for the rest of Ellie's tale and Joel's. And so I wanted to give you guys that first insight and come with me on something that's so different for me. The reason why I don't watch trailers is because I, probably a lot like a lot of you guys, I just create expectations in my head, and I have a love-hate relationship with trailers, whether it's movies or games, and I feel like they cherry pick the best parts to draw you in, and either all of the action is just the parts that they showed you in the trailer, or they end up pulling and making it seem like it's something totally different than what the storyline is. And I have a feeling they're going to do that in this, and I'm so nervous. It's funny because I actually would have gotten more of an insight to this game if they had showed up. The last year I went to PAX East Coast Boston, Last of Us Part 2 was supposed to show up, and then considering everything that happened in the world and stuff, Sony did pull out, and so we didn't actually get to see that sneak peek. So I was so close to having this actually ruined for, I say ruined, but exposing me to some of the more intricate parts of it earlier, but it didn't happen. And so let's just dive straight into the trailer and I will let you guys know. But yeah, real quick, just one more thing. I know I ramble, I'm a rambler. It comes when you get older. I feel like you start rambling, but I don't watch trailers because, like I said, it builds an expectation, and inevitably whenever I do have that expectation, I couldn't even tell you what it is. It's just this like void, this unknown, this obscure thing that just gives me some thought that I know what's going to happen, and I don't know what I expect out of it, but typically what ends up being displayed is not what I expected, even though I couldn't voice what I did expect. It's a lot of a mess, but I've just felt like I've enjoyed games that I have gone in with as least amount of knowledge as possible, and somehow it pleasantly surprises me. I think that happens. It's just a natural thing, is when you don't expect something to be as good as it is, it kind of just like, it's the sleeper, right? It shocks you. It's so good. And a lot of times it endears the game further to me, but I do kind of want to break that habit. And I think that adds to the critique of the game as a whole, like taking into consideration what the developers push to you as a trailer, gameplay review, the cinematic trailer, whatever it is, that should factor into, you know, how you see all of it, right? And it says a lot about a development company too. Do they play the tricks on you? Do they debate you? I don't know, but let's check it out, you guys. All right, so we're gonna go cinematic trailer first, but real quick, I just want to say I could just give you guys where my head's at with this game. So I have two thoughts that I really want to see here. One, I want to see the Firefly's response to all the bodies Joel left in his wake. I don't think they're going to take that lightly, and I also don't think they're going to take their eyes off of this hope that they can find a cure, because even though we did take out Marlene at the end there, it doesn't eliminate the want or desire for that organization to create a solution and to create that at any cost, right? And so while it was that team that was going to deliver it, a lot of them did stay alive, so a lot of them do know of Ellie's existence as a whole. I think the organization is very much aware of it. And then two, I really am afraid that Joel is going to have consequences in his relationship from the lying at the end of the game when she looked him dead in the eyes and said, please, like, tell me the truth. And he still chose to lie to her. And he did it coming from a parental protection. And I know, I guess I can't say for sure if Ellie knew what was happening, if she would be willing to put her life on the line to create the cure. That was something that I asked. I don't know if she was aware of that in the first one. And so I think she wouldn't have wanted to lose her life, you know, even if it, I don't know, her character too, I could see her wanting to do that to save so many others, because she really does care about everybody. But Joel is all she had at this point. And so we ended outside of Tommy's home. And so I feel like that's where we're going to start out at. And yeah, I just want to see if Joel, if that truth ever comes to light, because as we know, things tend to catch up with you. You know, your lies don't always stay hidden forever. So let's go.
Rated M for mature.
I feel so extraordinary. Something's gotta hold on.
Oh, hell no.
This feeling of emotion, a sudden sense of liberty. I used to think that the day would never come. I see the light in the
Is that actually her singing?
my morning sun is the drug that brings me near.
She looks so much older.
Lost, replaced by fear.
That's definitely her singing. It sounds just like her voice. Her bracelet. We're almost 690. That is crazy. I know that one was very short, and that's not. The other two trailers I think will give us a lot more. But I never saw the cinematic trailer. And I remember when it came out, a lot of people did talk about a singing sequence or the guitar. And so first of all, can we take a second? Joel taught her how to play the guitar. That's got to be what that is. Remember how when they left, he was like, yeah, I'll teach you how to play guitar. I'm so happy to see that. So we saw that, and then we also saw her singing to somebody, and then also wearing the same bracelet. Now, I didn't notice if they both had the same bracelet, or that was in fact her friend's bracelet. It could have been a friendship bracelet, but holy cow. Okay. So yeah, we see that Joel clearly taught her guitar. She's running from, honestly, I'm gonna interpret that as the Fireflies. I don't know, she's running from the Fireflies. Let's just go on to the next one, because that does not leave room for a lot of interpretation. So on to the next. So we're going to go with the release date trailer next, and then we will follow it up with the story trailer. I'm not going to look at actual gameplay trailer. That's the only thing that I think I'm going to avoid, just to kind of get me more excited when I'm actually experiencing the gameplay for myself. So let's go. I'm so happy he taught her guitar.
Scale of 1 to 10. How would you rate our kiss from last night?
Oh. Not at all. It's such a simple logo, but it's so effective. Okay, so we're in the town.
Decided to join us.
It started where I thought it would.
You all know the drill. Run your routes. Mark your logbooks. You run into anything you can't handle.
Simple surveying, I'd assume, to protect their colony. Or their town, I should say. Why is she wearing a mask? Oh, she can't let people know. She can't let people know. So she has to blend in as if she's not impacted by the spores.
Tina, where are you?
Tina? Nothing ever good happens in a lodge in the middle of the woods. Not in the games we've played. Oh shit. Joel?
Get off me! Please stop! No!
Joel? You cannot tell me that they killed Joel. She's so much...
Tommy.
Tommy's bringing food. Shit, she got a tattoo, y'all.
You have no idea what you're walking into.
What are you doing?
You don't know how large that group is, how armed.
I don't care.
Oh. The bracelet again.
You can't stop this.
Oh. That is a naughty dog. Joel. Joel. It's gotta be.
What the hell are you doing here?
You think I'd let you do this on your own?
I get teary just seeing him. Oh my god. You think I'd let you do this on your own? So if Joel... All right. Based on everything we have... Look, we're 2 years late to the party. It's okay. Okay, wait. Hold up. Based on all the information that we have then, it starts out in the town. That makes sense. But years have passed. Years have passed. And we didn't see Joel out on that scouting trip. So that's kind of interesting. But that means that... Oh, shit. That means that that scene where somebody gets murdered in front of her, that's probably Dina. It's got to be Dina because she's wearing the bracelet, right? And she's going on an absolute revenge trip. So once again, somebody's taken someone that's important to Ellie. And we know above all that Ellie has felt not abandoned, but she has lost her mom. She's lost Marlene. She has gone through multiple times of almost losing Joel. Like, we know more than anything the lengths she's gone to keep Joel alive because he's somebody that she's come to love and trust, that she will go to the full length to avenge somebody she cares about. But that being said, then why would if that were the Fireflies that she's seeking revenge on, why would they be out in the middle of the woods? Why did they leave her alive? Also, hold on, that's a big part too, is if they had her captured and everything and they just killed somebody in front of her, what would be the point for leaving her alive? And then also, why did she think Joel wasn't going to be with him? I wonder if there was a rift. I bet you maybe her and Joel had a fallout. It's quite possible if he came back, or maybe he said, I don't know. Maybe she left without him. So maybe she decides to go, like whoever's talking to her, I think that's Tommy talking to her, because Tommy brings the food. And then she's like, I need to do this. And he's like, you don't know what you're walking into. And so this will be interesting because in part one, we saw Joel, like Ellie did start by the end of the game. Like she was pulling her weight and she was wrecking some people. But now we are playing primarily as Ellie. I doubt we ever play as Joel in this, honestly. So now we're fully in control of Ellie, and she's seeking revenge for whoever she's lost. And so yeah, if Joel comes to help her with it, maybe she left without his blessing, not that she needed it, but maybe he didn't advise to do it and she continued, and so he followed up and wanted to protect her. I don't know, but it looks like they also are going back to Salt Lake City. That looked like Salt Lake City to me though. But all right, let's see if the next one shows us anything else. The last one, official story trailer. So I tried to go with the last one, came out apparently 3 years ago, and then this one came out 2 years ago. So I don't know if we're gonna actually get any additional information that I can create like my initial analysis of the game from, but we'll see. Mature. Dina, right, is her name?
I know you wish things were different.
From Joel's voice.
I wish things were different.
Ellie!
Huh.
But they ain't.
I know you wish things were different.
Please stop.
So we're getting that scene twice because that prompts the rest of the game, of course. That's got to shape the rest of the storyline. But Joel is still here after her loss.
To do this smart, we'd be leaving Jackson vulnerable.
Jackson
So
vulnerable.
they just get away with this?
How'd you find us?
She gets brutal.
I want what you want,
It's a different kind of hard when you can stitch yourself.
not at any cost.
I want what you want.
I really hope you make it.
Who is this? Okay, we saw that scene again. Joel coming back for her.
I have to finish it.
There's a cost.
There's a cost.
We could have killed you.
Exactly.
Maybe you should have.
Oh, maybe you should have. Oh. Okay. So yeah, why didn't they kill her? But two, hold on. So we actually saw a lot more characters in that one, and that one seemed more geared towards her quest. I say her quest, but her time within the city, working with somebody, and then also another voice. I want to say it was Tommy said that we want the same thing, but I don't think it was Tommy actually. But if that's the case, then this is a group that's wronged multiple people. Also, we saw like what seemed to be an entire city, not city, but like a village per se, town on fire. And so I wonder if maybe that happened to Tommy's town, and that's what he's talking about, is multiple of them want to seek revenge on whatever this group is. But this goes back to, it's got to connect to the Fireflies. We know, like it has to connect to the Fireflies, but maybe the Fireflies are the good guys in this one. That's being very generous, but like, I don't know. I just am excited because I know this is going to show us a lot more factions, and now we are what? I don't think it's given us a definitive number yet, but it will probably tell us at the start of the next game how many years have passed since the end of the previous one, because that makes a big difference too. The further you get away, like, right, we were already 20 years past when this first outbreak happened, but the further you get over there, it's going to be interesting to see if humanity works towards advancement, or you're still going to have these destructive forces and groups and people that are just going to, that just want to watch the world burn. no, but yeah, so my prediction, and I'm going to settle with this, and then I'm thinking, I'll go ahead and move it over to this one. So I'm thinking she loses Dina. So it looks like they went on some scouting trip, and Dina maybe gets caught and she loses her. And that's the person that she's been confiding in, living with possibly too. And, forming a relationship with. And Ellie has lost so much in her life at this point. And so she has, we have to remember, right? Even though she was very grown up when we saw her on the first one with Joel, I think even those were her informative years. And that being said, I think we see a little bit of Joel in her in this one. So I'm wondering if, those are kind of the impacts of just the world hardening her in this current state and situation that it's in. Or does a lot of that come from the learned things and things that she saw from Joel? Because she is clearly a badass that you don't want to mess with. But also, I'm leaning towards this. I hope that they don't leave her with no one. But if Dina dies early on, I'm wondering, and Joel comes to help her later on, I am wondering if Joel is going to make it through this one, because they've already chosen not to make him a playable. I don't know for a fact, but I'm assuming and assessing that we're not going to be able to play as Joel. And so he's getting older too, and I don't even know if there's going to be a third one. This is how little I know about this game, but I do have a feeling that I can see them further causing loss for her, and possibly Joel not making it to another one, if there even is another one in the works. I don't know. Please don't tell me, because I feel like that's going to spoil it. You guys are going to see this by the time I've started Last of Us Part 2, but I am trying to I'm trying to record the entire Last of Us Part 2 before I even start uploading the first chapter or the first couple episodes, and that is just to protect myself from spoilers. I try to read, I read comments, and I don't want to read any spoilers, and not everybody not everybody respects that, you know, not wanting to have any spoilers going in. And the fact that I've made it 2 years, it came out 6/19/2020. The fact that I've made it 2 years without any spoilers is honestly like mind blowing. So I want to retain that and keep that and make sure that this playthrough is not impacted by any of that or other voices. And so I'm going to be working on that, but I hope you guys enjoyed this trailer reaction. Let me know if you liked it, because I have not done this before, but I would like to do this going forward for any new games that I play, because I'm working my way through a lot of games to catch up. Like at the start of next year on stream, I'm going to be playing through Witcher 3, which I've never played. So I have so many incredible game series to catch up on. Mass Effect, I want to do Life is Strange, God of War Ragnarok. Just there's so many incredible games out there, and so I've never even seen the trailers for them, and so hopefully you guys want to see more of that, and I hope y'all enjoy this video, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye. The idea of getting emotionally invested even further than I already am in this series scares the heck out of me.